Hi, I'm Alejandro Yegros, the maker of Conjuguemos, and I'm also a Spanish teacher in Massachusetts. And I made Conjuguemos because I never liked teaching verb conjugations, and so I figured a program could do it better than me, so I made the program. So the basic use of Conjuguemos that I do is to take my students to the language lab and tell them, okay guys, we're practicing the future tense right now. So I want you to go to Spanish, go to verbs, and you're going to select, out of all these tenses, you're going to select the future, exercise number 14. And you're going to select graded practice. And in graded practice, you're going to practice for maybe 5 minutes, 7 minutes, something like that, or I might give them a number of attempts. And I want you to get a high B, A minus. So they press start, they get the verb, poner in the vosotros for pondréis, haber, habrá, etc. They can press enter on the keyboard to check themselves. If they get it wrong, it tells them the right answer. If they want to customize the activity, they can do so by choosing, maybe they want the verb in English, maybe they want to see some hints, so maybe they want to choose only some verbs. So for example, if I do that, I press start. Now it tells me this is a regular verb as a hint. It tells me again this is a regular verb. So after a while, if the students, I see how the students are doing. If they're really struggling, I might tell them to use some of the other resources that are available in the main activity page. For example, there's a conjugation chart that they can study. I can tell them, why don't you study this for a little bit before you practice, or print it out for yourself. They also have access to the flashcard mode. In the flashcard mode, they don't have to type anything. They just see the verb in English, and then they press flip, and they can see the infinitive and the conjugations, and sort of keep going through the verb list like that. And then some of the students who finish early, maybe they do really well in graded practice, there's a number of games here that they can do. They say, there's a few minutes, why don't you go there and just play a frog conjugation game, which is a pretty popular game where you kill flies that have conjugations. Conjuguemos, besides verbs, also has grammar lessons and vocabulary, both thematic and for many of the textbooks that are used in most high schools in the country. So you can find many of the chapters here for you. And this is the most basic use of Conjuguemos. Take your students from the classroom to the language lab and say, okay guys, we're gonna drill for 15 minutes and then we're gonna go back to class. And I hope this was useful for you. In the next video, I'm going to tell you how and why you might want to get an account in Conjuguemos, which is the next step in how to use it.